So today I wanted to share some healthy choices for eating out and social events. Now, when you start creating a new lifestyle and you want to eat cleaner, you want to lose weight, you just want to be healthier, then we have to change the way we approach food, especially when we're eating out or we're going out with friends. So I usually encourage people, just because I've been doing this for such a long time, these are just some simple strategies that have worked for me and with the many women and men that I've worked with. These are some strategies that I just tell them to do, and they seem to do really well. So we're not going to be able to avoid eating out and social events. I don't want you to be a hermit just because you're eating this way and people will say, oh, I can't eat that, or I'm on a diet, or I'm doing this. I don't want that to be the case for you. This isn't a diet. This is a lifestyle change. This is the way that you eat now. So when we just change that perspective, it's that you can't have any of that. You could have it if you want. You just choose not to. So I always tell patients, that's something I don't eat. Or when I'm out and about, somebody offers me something, they're like, oh, you can't have that? I'm like, I can't. It's not that I can't have it. I just choose not to eat it. So there's a big difference. It's like I just choose not to eat it. Especially when you have struggled with autoimmune conditions, then what you put in your body is everything on your body and in your body. So today I want to give you some strategies for eating out and for social events. One, if I'm on the road, because I do travel quite a bit, I would have to say that you want to seek out some of the healthier restaurants if at all possible. I know that's not always possible, but some places, I don't know if it's the healthiest one, but when we go to, like if I'm swinging by In-N-Out, and my daughter's with me, usually the only time, is I will have a protein style burger. So it's just the lettuce wrap. It's the lettuce with the burger and whatever else they put in there. You can have cheese if you want. It's not the best quality, but that's probably the only place that I will go and buy something like that. So that's something really simple to do. When you're eating out, what you can order is just a green salad. Try to make sure that instead of just the iceberg, like a green leafies, like spinach, kale, you want the darker greens. So have that with 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil and vinegar. You don't want the pre-made dressing because they usually put loads of sugar and cornstarch or corn syrup, and you don't want that. And have it with some grilled fish or chicken. And what I like to do is sometimes I bring a couple things with me, like some salt, because I love my salt. And this is just something that we've had, but you can just, this is, just from your spices, but it usually has a lid on it and it's got little holes in it. You can always mix olive oil and vinegar in here and shake it and take it with you. Or my favorite is you can put a little bit of MCT oil. It's liquid. Make sure it's in a plastic bag though. Take it with you and then just pour it on your food because this is what's going to make you, help stay full. So, the other thing is you can do is you get to choose. Why don't you choose the restaurant that you want to go to when you're eating out or their social events? The other one is Chipotle, of course. It's a Mexican restaurant. Those are sometimes Mexican healthy fast food restaurant. I think sometimes the Mexican places are easier with paleo, keto type eating plans. So even if you order, like when I go there, I order chicken or steak, and then I have them give me some vegetables. I maybe have them do a tiny bit of beans, like black beans. I skip the rice, double up on the guacamole. I don't do the sour cream. Sometimes I will do the cheese and then I have them add the salsa. And I say double up on the lettuce. So that's another choice. Also, if you're going to be eating out with friends, suggest where you want to eat out. I will usually choose like a fish and steak place, and I will order fish with like wild caught salmon. Always try to look for the wild caught, not the farm raised, or you want to look for the wild caught. Just ask for wild caught, and they usually would tell you what fish that they have as far as wild caught. So order that with lots of vegetables, whether they're steamed vegetables, steamed cruciferous vegetables, or whether it's just salad. Once again, you've got lots of greens. You need your greens, and put some lemon on there, and add some vegetables with that, and some olive oil. So that's another thing you can do. And I mentioned earlier, when you choose Mexican food, at least you can add some salsa on there. And so salsa primarily is tomatoes and onions and cilantro and oil and vinegar and some other seasonings. So that's pretty easy to do. Other option is, if you're going to a social event, bring your own food. I'm very notorious for doing that in my family, so I always bring a huge salad, and then I bring my own dressing, and in the salad is just greens, and I put everything you can think of, from bell peppers to cucumbers to celery, shredded carrots, onions, and then I throw on there some chia seeds and some coconut flakes. So I add a lot to that, pieces of avocado. So you could bring your own salad, and then, or you could bring deviled eggs, you could bring shrimp, the bacon wrapped in, or scallops wrapped in bacon, or even hot dogs that have been wrapped in bacon. Of course, all the pasture-raised clean stuff. You can have pulled pork, bring something in a crock pot. So those are some simple things that you can do. Chicken kebabs, steak kebabs, fish kebabs, where you have your different vegetables on there, from bell peppers to onions to what else? Tomatoes that you could put on there. So that is something else that you can have as well. And another idea, if you're going to be eating out or you're going to social events, is just to eat out before you go. That way you're not tempted by that. And what I mean by that is eat a high-fat meal. So I would probably have like a big salad with lots of olive oil or avocado oil, and like a piece of fish. So that's just what I would do. And the other thing is to sip on a green drink. So this is where I put my green drink. I made a huge green drink, and I love these hydro flasks, and it stays cold for a long time. So if you're going to go out to an event, I usually just make one of these, and I put 2 to 3 tablespoons, of MCT oil, because once again, the reason you're eating high fat when it comes to your ketogenic diet, and you're eating keto lifestyle, they always call it the keto lifestyle for women, the lady way, is you want to make sure that you have healthy fats for cholesterol, for skin, healthy cholesterol to build your for your hormones, and also for your skin as well. So those are just some of my ideas for how do you eat when you eat out, and for social events. It's really doable, because if your life depended on it, you would do what you need to do, right? So I'm just trying to make this easy, give you some strategies that have worked for me and tons of other people. And I know that it can work for you. It just takes some time for us to step out of the picture and look at it from a different perspective. All right, so we'll catch you on the next video.